Blowhead dams have a long history of killing people because of the frequently misjudged killer hydraulic wave that can develop at the bottom of such dams. One of the most notorious examples was the Glen Dam located in Yorkville, Illinois. Completed in 1961, the dam was responsible for at least 22 deaths in its relatively short existence. It was the worst killer dam in Illinois. The DNR had already completed planning, permitting, and design for remediation of the dam when a tragic triple drowning occurred. The triple drowning increased the pressure to get work started in Yorkville. Fortunately, everything was ready to go. At about the same time, DNR had been attempting to remove the failing North Batavia Dam. Opposition in Batavia was so strong that the DNR decided to take the funds allocated for Batavia and apply them to upgrading the effort at Yorkville. The remediation of the Glen involved building a series of concrete steps below the dam in order to remove the killer hydraulic, as well as construction of a unique fish ladder at the north end of the dam. The steps, seen here, were the first phase of the project to be completed. I first became aware that something besides dam remediation was going on in Yorkville when I received a call from Lauren Wobig, who was project manager for the DNR, in late September of 2008. Lauren wanted to know if paddlers would be willing to assist in the evaluation of the whitewater features being constructed in the canoe bypass at Yorkville. This was totally unexpected, but very good news. 2 weeks later in a meeting, Lauren shared this diagram. On October 19, 2009, several members of the Illinois Paddling Council and the Chicago Whitewater Association toured the facility and were able to make some suggestions concerning avoiding possible foot entrapments and eliminating other hazards on the course. I returned to the site on April 1st and took a tour with Alan Grelk, who was the site supervisor for the DNR. The stop logs at the entrance are the only method by which the water entering the facility can be controlled. The large concrete blocks can be pulled out or pushed back on the rail that you see here. The stop logs also create the entrance rapid. The next series of shots was taken during the 3 testing days in late October of 2010. A group of expert paddlers was recruited. They paddled the whitewater features at various flow levels. This next sequence is of Bob Tyler and myself as we do the first full descent of the canoe bypass.
So we've spent a lot of time thinking about even doing a project like this, planning it, designing it, and finally building it. And we think what we built is what we wanted to see. And when we set up the contract, we set up this test period so that we could actually kind of evaluate whether what's being delivered in the field is really what we saw on the computers and our drawing boards. What should we do that would make this a better facility? One of the things everybody needs to be mindful of is this river is open to any and all canoeists, recreationalists, and we don't want to make it just something that an expert kayaker can use. I want to take my Boy Scout troop through here, and I got a couple 12-year-olds in there. Are they going to be petrified going through any of this? Or are they all going to be fine? Or would you take your mother in here? Those are kind of things that I'd like you to speak to when you start talking about, well, maybe you should do something more or less, or what you think would make it a better facility.
The people who are going to be the first responders here, getting their input on how they can deal with accidents and emergencies is going to have some impact on whatever changes you make here.
Course exists now, you can bring your Boy Scout troop down. I mean, it's not intimidating, and yet it's swift water and bouncy and fast, and I think they'd have, a great time at it. I don't see where it's got inherent problems in making a straight run. You walk.
So you pinch it in, it's, oh my gosh feature, it's kind of, scary, whatever, and then you're into a pool. And so if you do tip over, you just pick all your gear out, similar to, see how we had the big eddies that are swirling around, we've created a pool there. And so by pinching it in, you can create something and then a pool again. And that's the best, safest. And also it makes it deeper, so you're not jamming your shins and cutting them up.
Hey, but I did paddle yesterday, and as a certified kayaking instructor, I see great utility for this course. Having said that, this course is unique in that it won't be shut off.
Yeah.
Many other courses that they have the opportunity to tweak here, tweak there on an ongoing basis. Right now, as long as the construction contract is in effect, now is the time to tweak it to make it as usable as it can be for the widest user group. The original design takes into consideration not only the family canoeist, but also the advanced paddler as well. And I think our advanced paddlers have pointed out that there are some issues that could be improved upon a little bit.
The center rapid is located at the site of the old dam. It is the one spot on the moderate route where we were concerned about novice paddlers having problems. This is Lauren Wobig, the head project engineer, discussing some of the suggestions of the test paddlers. The center rapid is an ideal site for surfing and ferrying, with large eddies on both sides, easily accessible from down below. The lower section, below the center rapid, is somewhat of a disappointment because the challenge route is not really challenging. On the other hand, the lower route will be excellent for beginning instruction. This is an example of what must be done in order to control the flow of water into the facility. In this case, the idea is to restrict the flow, making the entrance rapid a little bit deeper. Since it takes a large piece of construction equipment to accomplish, this is not a procedure that will be done very often.
I like the changes they made. I think there can be a couple things that can be done differently. Maybe the center channel, when it chokes down, maybe put a couple more boulders there. But I think most of the changes they made are definitely pretty good.
I'm looking forward to spending a lot of time here. It's Midwest, can't find nothing else within hours. So.
Nothing much else around, is there?
And even at that, I mean, for a limited choice, it's a good choice. You can't say that it's better than nothing, because it's better than a lot of stuff that you find in natural.
Yeah.
This is the entrance rapid on January 6th. The water is running at about 1100 CFS, which is more than we've been able to show previously. The entrance rapid is virtually washed out at this level. This is the first rapid on the moderate run, and it seems to be a bit more playable than at lower levels. The challenge course rapid does appear to be a bit more challenging at this level. This building is owned by the Parks and Recreation Department and will be the home of the franchisee. This is the central rapid, which also seems to have picked up intensity at 1100 CFS. The hundreds of outmoded dams in Illinois continue to present a clear and present danger to every paddler, fisherman, tuber, swimmer, and child who falls into the river. They will continue to kill Illinois residents and visitors until they are made safe by removal or recycling. The DNR's wonderful effort at the Glen Palmer Dam shows us a successful model for dealing with an existing dam. Our neighbors to the north have shown us a successful model for dealing with the overall problem. Through a cooperative effort of the legislature, Wisconsin DNR, and groups like the Wisconsin River Alliance, Wisconsin has removed over 100 dams since 1967. The Illinois DNR is presently working on the removal and remediation of 5 dams. It's a good start, but we must do better.